We're going to take the old standard Ruger 1022. Things have been around for a long time. It's got the Ruger name. You know it's reliable. They're fun to go and shoot with the kids, or if you just want to plink around. They're awesome. And we're going to put the Tapco 1022 stock set on there. This is not the one that's designed for the bull barrel. This is a standard barrel here, but you're going to be amazed at how simplistic this conversion is going to be here. That's why we didn't go to our Heroes Tactical Studios tonight. I'm just doing it right here at my desk just to show you how easy this is going to be. All right, guys. So like we said, this is the Ruger 1022. A very reliable piece. They're a lot of fun, and the ammo is extremely inexpensive. You can spend a whole day out there shooting targets and stuff like that for a nominal amount of what you'd spend for a 223. The advantage of switching over to this Tapco stock is if you want the feel, the ergonomic feel of an AR, this is going to give you that advantage without all the high cost of, you know, spending a lot of money for an AR or for the ammo. In order to get the barrel assembly and all out of the stock, really simple. There's two steps. You've got a screw right here, and then you got a screw right up front right here. You take those out, like I'm going to show you here in just a second, and this baby starts coming apart, and then that's going to slide right off out of your way, and then the barrel assembly is just going to lift right up out of the gun just like that. Two screws, you're down to this, and we're like halfway there. I told y'all this was going to be easy. Alright guys, so let me give you a little breakdown of the parts that comes with your kit. Just like the Mini 14 and the Mini 30 review that we did, Tapco actually has two different style shafts for the collapsible buttstock here. They've got a little rubber plug that comes in the back, so whichever one you decide to go with, you can either install batteries back there or tools to adjust your sights when you're at the range, just whatever you think right there. The reason that they have the two style sights, one of them, in my opinion, this angled sight gives you a better opportunity to witness your iron sights, because you can get a good cheek rest on the stock itself. And I think the straight one is probably going to be more advantageous for like a red dot sight or a scope if you decide to put that on top. We've got right here, we have the stock body. That's much like the wooden one that we just removed, with the absence obviously of the stock at this point. This stock body also has a concealable rail on the bottom. You just lift the tab, this slides forward. So if you want to put you a forward grip on there, a flashlight, you know, whatever you want to put there on the front. Okay, in addition to the bottom rail, this also has a top rail that you're going to have an option to put on there as well, and we'll show you how that goes on. And then you've got a saw style pistol grip, saw standing for squad assault weapon. That's like the M203. And then you've got your standard M4 style collapsible buttstock. It's got a sling adapter on the back of it. This is the same style buttstock that goes on all of the Tapco kits. Now, like I mentioned before, once we install this, you're not going to have your standard 22 Boy Scout style rifle. This thing is going to be ergonomically have the feel of an AR. So if you want to set the AR to the side and save a little money for a little bit, this is an awesome option for you here. Alright, so our first step here, we're going to take and install the pistol grip. The way you do that is you're going to see this little tab right here. You're going to put the pistol grip on here and just slide it forward until it stops. Once it stops, this has a little trap door in there that's really nice for accessories. and you're going to want to use a 3/8 socket. So we'll screw that on down. Alright, that's locked into place there. And next it calls to go ahead and install the stock assembly in there. Now I kind of dry fit this thing before we videotaped it, and I really liked the angled one because this particular rifle only has the iron sights, and the angled one allows you to be able to see those iron sights. So that's what I'm just going to go with off the bat here. This slides in to the hole right here in the back. It's not rocket science. Just get it started, and if you've got a little hammer around, doesn't take a lot of force, just kind of tap that in place. Alright, and then you'll see that the stock has some hex head holes on one side of it. If you'll go ahead and drop your nuts down in the side right there, then you can run your screws in from the other side here. Holds them in place as you're tightening it down. They have a little Allen head on them, so I've got a little Allen head wrench on a nut driver. Alright, once you have those snug down, then you can take your stock body, and it just slides into place, and you're going to feel it. It's going to go so far and then it's going to stop. In order to get it to complete going on in, this has got a little spring-loaded mechanism inside there. You're going to want to lift up on that, and when you do, it'll slide on in. Now you've got the ability to actually use this like a sliding stock. Makes it really nice and simple. And on the front, instead of having your standard nut on there, they actually hook you up with a little sling adapter for the front. So that just saves you down the road from an added expense. That was pretty nice of them, I think. It's got the same size nut that we used on the back. It's got the little Allen head screw on it still. Okay, just a couple more turns. There we go. Alright, so you can see on this side now we've got a sling adapter on the front. I guess you could probably, if you wanted to be a little creative, you may be able to play around with that and install it on the back in case you wanted to maybe mount a one-point sling on there. So just keep that in mind when you're putting this together. There's a couple of different configurations that you can build it to just kind of suit your personal preferences. Okay, and then you're going to want to get the screw that was in your stock, the wooden stock, and you're going to reuse that screw here in the composite set. So I got that in there. Alright, so we're almost done. We've got the stock body installed, pistol grip, the barrel assembly, everything. Last step, like I mentioned earlier, is this has got a Picatinny rail that we can install on the front of it here. It does have two sides to it. If you look at it, the little half circle right there in the front of it is smaller than it is on the back side, and that's because the barrel gets larger as it gets back towards the trigger. Alright, so make sure you put the larger side closer to the trigger. It just goes on top, and then there's 6 Allen head, there's 6 Phillips head little screws that install through the top right here. Like I mentioned, it's got these 6 Phillips head bolts or little screws up here. Tighten those down into place, you're good to go. You've got a rail on top, and it has the little groove right in the center so that you don't have any interference with your iron sights. Makes it real nice there. All right, guys, so here you have it. We've got our completed 1022 Ruger conversion kit with the Tapco stock set on there. From start to finish, it took us about 10 minutes once we rounded up all of our tools that we needed. Really super easy, really affordable. These things are awesome. They're a lot of fun for the big kids and the little kids. Go out and do some target shooting, have a little family time. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for visiting heroestactical.com. Make it fit for yourself in the field.